Hello, hello, welcome, you guys. Happy Friday for those of us that this has been a weird week because Monday was a holiday. So for those of you that are new to me, hello, my name is Brooke-Sidney. I'm a spiritual wellness coach. I'm a soul story coach, and basically I help people love their lives right now. Love themselves and the lives that they are living presently. And I do it in two major ways. One, I'm a spiritual wellness coach. So I really help with women and single mamas, of which I am one, to heal whatever needs to be healed, to drop the baggage, to get free, to remember who they were and who they were created to be. Yeah, heal it, drop that stuff, and really just start to operate in their best, like God's best for them. And then for the women and even men, I have tons of men clients who know that God is tugging on their hearts, is making them say, hey, I need to write a book. Then I'm your girl for that. I help people produce books as an author coach, as an author accountability, as an editor, and also as a publishing consultant. I've helped several people just get on the path to determining whether traditional publishing was good or whether they should self-publish and become an author, entrepreneur. And I've been doing this for over 5 years. And I'm learning now that a lot of people actually just didn't know this. So hello, you guys. Hello. I wanted to pop on because today I had I feel like the most fun experience. So I was on my YouTube channel. Yes, I have a YouTube channel. You can check my bio for that. And I have tons of videos on there. And I was looking for an example because I'm putting something new together of like intros and outros. And I came across my old video announcing my Mama Love Planner. So I have been in business since around 2014. And in 2015, God put it in my heart to launch the Mama Love Planner, which I'm now on my 5th edition. Some people are like, wait, you have a planner? I've had a planner, y'all, for 5 years. My first edition came out in 2016, and I've been talking about my Mama Love Planner since 2015. So I have repeat buyers. I don't advertise it as much as I should. I know that as a business owner and as an entrepreneur, but I wanted to get on and talk about it. So if you didn't see my earlier post today, I posted a video from literally, y'all, 2015. It was December 2015. My hair is naturally curly, so you can see more of that if you didn't already know that. And my little guy was not even 2 yet. And back in the day, that's why I understand the mompreneur hustle. I understand what it means to be a stay-at-home mom, work-at-home mom. I understand what it means to be juggling, being a conscious and present parent to our child, but then still having, I feel like, God visions and goals and dreams that we want to accomplish for ourselves, which ultimately build legacy. Hello, someone, right? What we're doing right now, if we're doing it in the right spirit and it is aligned, we're doing it to create legacy and to break things off of our families. So anyway, I don't want to go into that, but I wanted to get on because I thought it was hilarious. So I published the video today that lives on my YouTube channel. That is when I originally launched the Mama Love Planner. And that was back in December of 2015. So for those of you that are just now finding out about me or about my planner or so forth, I have been in this planning game. I have been in this book publishing game, book writing, all this for a very long time. And that's why people tap me to either help them get their book started, to write the books as a ghostwriter, to edit their books, to coach them through the books, or to help them publish their books. So I have links for that if you're interested. But I also wanted to actually show you the planner. For those of you that are new to me and my world and my planner, I thought it would be fun because when God kind of brings stuff to remembrance, you just roll with it. I was like, that's really cool. So here's my Mama Love Planner. I personally bling mine out. I add little, this is a pin hook. This is the weekly edition. There we go. I don't know if you can see it really well. It's a weekly edition. This is going to be fun, right? This is going to be totally fun. This is the weekly edition. And I add stuff because not everybody wants their planner to look like this. So the basic planner doesn't come with this. And from time to time, I've done promotions where I've given away like little closers and little pin loops. And I did this year give away, I installed little pockets. But it is professionally produced. ISBN code, you guys. I'm a lawyer. I know all about protecting my intellectual property. So everything has an ISBN. It's archival quality, meaning it'll last you a year. Okay. And it's a book. It talks about self-care, but it also shows you how to implement self-care. And I just wanted to get on and show it because a lot of people don't know what it is still, which is surprising, but I forget because depending upon how you discovered me or come across my feed, you may not know that I've been doing this for a very long time. So this is the weekly edition. The dailies I can go grab last year's because I sold out of the dailies. I have another order of those coming back in, but just want to give you an idea, kind of the title page. Who does this amazing Mama Love Planner belong to? So it gives you all your information that you can put there. Everything is full color. So that's the other thing. One of the biggest, I think, shockers that happened to me when I produced the Mama Love Planner was I had tons of pre-orders. So people literally, especially in 2015, they bought on the strength of me. They bought on the fact that I had been talking about self-love and self-care and planning for quite a while. And they had no idea the quality, the level of, I feel like, excellence that I put into the planner. I mean, there are very few planners on the market. I can't think of one that are full color on the inside. See, it's full color. That's why, admittedly, it's not the cheapest planner on the market because it's 4 color. And it's beautiful. And it's one of the things that I think sets it apart. I want to enjoy what I'm looking at. I very much care about my environment and my surroundings. And so anything that I'm going to look at on a daily basis, especially for mamas, we need pretty stuff. Pretty stuff's inspiring. It's motivating. So I teach all about self-care, the different things, as well as how to use the planner. So there's definitely a technique to using the planner. There's key mama information. I hope you guys, it's hard to focus. There we go. Key mama information. But I wanted to give you in calendars. But I wanted to give you an idea of the pages, birthdays and anniversaries, gift ideas for your spouse or partner, for your kids, for everyone else. Because if you are like me and you have mama brain, then you will often forget things when you need it most. This is a space for you to jot down. Literally, like I have from last year, I put my son's teacher's little welcome note that tells all the things that she loves. I stuck it in my old planner and I started writing them down because guess what? When it came time to give my teacher for my son a gift, I was like, oh yeah, I have a piece of paper and I'd written it down because this up here, too much to remember. Very important section, Mama Dreams. I'm showing you one that I haven't written all of them down because they're personal. They're personal. This is personal. I'll flip past pages that I've done. But yeah, January. And then you have like a monthly mama dues. And that repeats every single month. So I'll show you February because I haven't filled it out because it's personal, folks. It's personal. But February, and then you have your calendar. And then you have your, calendar. And you have your monthly mama dues. You have that for every month. You have brain dumps. You guys, there's a science behind brain dump. There's a science behind getting things out of your head so that you can actually make them actionable. And it's also a self-care technique. So many of us women are running around trying to juggle too many things. This whole emphasis on multitasking and doing all these things at the same time, it's not good for our systems. And so a lot of times it's difficult for people to sleep. We're juggling too much. And so there is a beauty, there is a grace, and there is a strategy in dumping everything out, getting it out of your head and onto the page, because then when it gets down, you can actually work with it. It can go into a to-do, and then you can stop thinking about it. So there's a technique for that. Then I have Mama Money. That was a section that a couple people asked for when I did preliminary research, because some people actually like to track their financial goals. And as women and as mamas, most of us are responsible for the household money, budgeting, buying food, taking care of the house. So that's a place to do that. And then the biggest section, I feel like, and one of the most important sections is our mama goals. So spirit, mind, and body, because I feel like spirit is the most important. If you haven't known from following me, spirit is everything. God is everything to me. So, and I feel like your God goals and what God tells you and hearing that voice should drive the other goals. That's why if you'll notice, spirit is always listed first. Spirit, mind, and then body, and then notes. And because this is a weekly spread, every week looks like this. This is my weekly version. I have a daily. But you'll see there's a weekly affirmation. I don't know if it's hard to see it in here. Come on, Zoom. Zoom, give me some love. There's weekly, so you have your appointments where you put them all in. You have your mama do's, so your daily mama do's, and it's been shown that limiting it to 3 or 5 is the maximum versus trying to do everything. But for the mother that wants to get them all out for the week and know what she's doing, there's a spot to list all your important mama do's for that week. It's a list. Let's see if I can finally, it's having a hard time. It's asking me, it's like you're asking me to do way too much. You're wanting way too much. And then there's a gratitude section every day. Doesn't matter whether you buy the weekly or the daily, you must do gratitude. I know people know me for my gratitude challenges. Y'all, I've been in this preaching gratitude for so long. I love gratitude. It is, it's one of those God things that I know is helping me get through every single day. Like, it helped me get through dark spots. And then I have Mama Win. I think that was added, I can't remember if that was added in my 2017 edition or my 2018, but I started learning through the women that I was coaching that we don't recognize when we do things very well. Unlike men who are very good at patting themselves on the back and being like, bruh, I know I did a good job. I did this so awesome. I am this, I am that, I'm a keeper. I used to hear that from my ex. All these things that are like, boom, 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 like beat the chest, I'm great. Women, no, and mamas especially. We could do 10 things amazing, but we focus on the things that we didn't do right. We remember that one thing that slipped through the crack, or the fact that we made an amazing dinner and our kid didn't want to eat it. So a mama win is a spot for us to find. It is an invitation daily to find something that you won at. And that victory can be internal. That victory could be external. That victory could be something that only you would know. But it's important as women and as mothers that we find something in our day to celebrate about our day and about ourselves. So that's the Mama Win section. And then each day has a weekly affirmation. I put scripture there, but you can put anything. You can put scripture, you can put your word. Some people pick a word for the month or a word for the year. People use just like affirmations or whatever. That is the spot to put a weekly one. And for the daily, it's every day, obviously. And then I have self-care to-dos. So that's how this planner is different. All of the goals that we create, all of the ways that we start to think about our time and our week and our to-dos are all filtered through the lens of how am I going to make time for self-care? How am I going to live intentionally in such a way that I am living in balance and that I'm in alignment with my spirit, mind, and body goals that I set for this week? How am I living my life on a daily basis with all the things that I'm juggling as a mother, as a woman, as a wife? If you're a single mama, you're having to do all of it. How am I juggling these things so that ultimately I'm becoming better out of it and that there is space at the top of my to-do list for me? That is why this book was created. That's why this planner exists. Because I found in 2005 and late 2014, when I started on this path, that first of all, there weren't that many people talking about self-care. That's one. Let's keep it real. And then second of all, there wasn't a way to make it real. My friends know this. My family members know this. I love to think, I love to read, right? I obviously love to help people write books and do all these things, and I love to coach people. But I also find that we can entertain and we can inspire, but if we don't find a way for people to apply that information in a real and practical way, it's like dead. It's like the seeds that get scattered that are not sown, right? And so I feel like this planner is the number one way, and it is the only way out there right now for mamas, hello, to truly implement in their daily life a self-care, self-love practice that incorporates putting themselves at the top of their own to-do list. I'm just saying, it's the only thing out there. And we can talk about self-care and self-love. Here it is. And I always bling mine out. I do. I might have stickers on it by the end of it. And, you know, I'll show you this really quickly. You won't be able to see exactly what I'm writing, but at any given day, this is how mine looks. I put stickers. I mean, I've got all these things going for it. I make it great. I make it work. And I love it. And I've been using this since 2016. So I just wanted to get on today because I realized I had literally people messaging me, DMing me and say, you have a planner? You have a planner? I'm like, yeah, I've had a planner since 2016. It came out in 2015, but it was the 2016 edition. I'm on my 2020 edition. That's 5 years. That's 5 years. And since then, because of putting out the planner, I feel like I've helped a lot of women make self-care practical. I've helped a lot of women break the mama guilt cycle. I've helped a lot of women reestablish themselves and return home to yourself, because if you do a daily and a monthly and a weekly planning, you're spending time with God and you're spending time with yourself to make sure that you are in alignment with your priorities. I can talk about it all day and tell you, hey, you know, you should do this or invite you to do this. But guess what? The planner makes it real. I also have gratitude journals, and you'll start seeing those in the feed. I've had those now for, I think, 2 years. That's another way that I make the teachings real. My goal is to not just talk about it, but to be about it. As we all know, we don't just want to be a listener of the word, we want to be a doer. And so these tools that I put out, for real, they help you make it practical and real and apply the platitudes, these lessons, these philosophies, these theories into your life. They help you make it real. The next level assessment, reflection, and goal setting package makes intentions. It makes hearing from God. It makes setting your goals. It makes understanding where we're heading in 2020 and beyond practical. I still have that. I'm all about giving women, giving mamas practical tools to make their lives work for them, and for them not to get lost in their own life, for them not to get buried in other people's needs, other people's demands, and other people's wants for them. I want them aligning with what God wants for them. So anyway, that's it. I am hopping off. Definitely didn't mean to stay on this long, but I wanted to get on and share my Mama Love Planner. For those of you that are new to me, or you're just curious, I'm all about that. The biggest compliment that you can do is to share this video out, to love it, to leave a comment. I love reading comments. I love getting them, and I love questions. If you have questions about publishing a book, I'm your girl. If you have questions about writing a book, I'm your girl. And yeah, that's it. If you didn't see the post earlier, it's a really fun video with my little guy that's in it. It's a little bit of, you know, little guy talking and wah, wah. But yeah, you can see him, and he wasn't quite 2. Have an amazing Friday, and I will talk with you soon.